Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. I got my paw mold out again because I just wanted to make it again. There's like no reason for it at all. I've already made it once, and if you guys saw it, it was this one, and it is super sparkly, but I have a Morky Peanut here on the screen. He's a little Morky, so I did Morky colors with the black paw print, and well, it came out a little darker than he is. When I bought him, he was Yorkie colors, but after his first haircut, he was this color. So I was a little surprised, but that was 8 years ago. Anyway, this was the first one I did. Now I want to make one. Both of my dogs are boys. I want to make a girly one. So for somebody out there who has a girl dog and wants this massive jar, this thing is huge. I have all my cabochon holders, pendants, bezels, things like that, open bezels, keychain bezels. It's huge. It takes up both of my hands. This thing is ginormous, but I love the mold and I wanted to make it again. So this time I'm going to do pink and purple. And because it looks the best with alcohol inks, I was going to do 2 alcohol inks, but I was going to do purple in the pads of the paw in alcohol ink, but then I was going to back it with the pink and do the jar in the pink. But I'm thinking if it's alcohol ink, then the pink alcohol ink is going to affect the color of the purple. So I got my opaque resin pigments out. I have not used this one yet. I put a ball bearing in it just so I could shake it better. So we're going to try out the purple one, and this is opaque resin pigment. And I picked peach red, which is more of a pink, alcohol ink to do the jar in. So this is a 2-step process. So this gets pushed aside and this comes here. So we're just going to mix up a couple ounces of the pigment for the paw print, get that cured or tacky, one or the other, whichever comes first. And then we're going to mix up the alcohol ink and get that in. So let's get started. I've got 2 ounces, which I'm thinking is not enough now. And I use my fast cure resin so I can get this cured really quick so I can get everything else in there. Oh, so I'm going to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oops, 10 in a squirt. See how much this takes to go opaque. And I hope it's a really pretty purple color. The bottle looks pretty. I didn't want to do 2 different pink colors because I thought they would clash. And I think the sparkle will help this out a lot. So it doesn't really need to be debubbled for anything because there's so much sparkle in that paw print. The pad part, I will debubble the rest of it. But these little diamondy things are so close together. I'll show you on here. See how close together those are? It's almost like they put broken glass in there to mold it. And then these are actual shapes of gems. So the pad part doesn't really matter for bubbles. That's pretty opaque. 10 drops in a squirt. All right, so let's see how much this takes. I hope I have enough. Otherwise, I have to match this color. I'm not going to have enough. I don't know why I was thinking 2 ounces. I'm going to need like another 2 ounces for this part here. Oh well, okay. Well, I'll mix it up. I'll pour it in. And hopefully match it pretty good. I'm just going to fill these completely up now since I don't have enough anyway. And then I'll come back as soon as it's cured to get the pink part on. I brought you back anyway because I wanted to tell you what I did because I don't know if I matched the color. So I took a little spoon and I scooped out of each one of these and put it into here. That way, if this color doesn't match, I did like 1.5 ounces, then I'm going to add it to all of them and just kind of stir it up. That way, if it doesn't match, which it looks like it does, then you could just stir them up together and then they will all be the same in the outcome. And I think 1.5 ounces was the perfect amount. So far, no extras. Did I speak too soon? Maybe just a little extra. So I'm just going to mix them up in here to make sure that they combine together. And we'll have the correct purple color. This is a large mold. I do not want to screw this one up because this is a lot of resin. I don't know the total yet, but I will in the end. All right, that's it. I'm just going to pop the bubbles, not that they matter, but I'm going to do it anyway. All right, BRB. It's been an hour. I had my heat mat on just to cure this. I put a little paw print with purple, and if I have pink left, so this, if it matches, it'll go with the jar to who purchases the jar. So I have 16 more ounces. This is my epoxy resin. I'm gonna tint it pink, run it through my vacuum chamber. I'm gonna just squirt a whole bunch in because I definitely want it pink, and this is a lot of resin. And then get all my bubbles out of the vacuum chamber and pour it in and hope nothing creates bubbles, because you don't want to put alcohol in these handmade molds. You don't want to degrade the silicone prior to its life. All right, well, this looks really light, but I'm gonna put more in. Let me just look on a paper towel. Yeah, that's really, really, really light still. Like I said, it's a lot of resin. You're gonna need, whoa! Oh, I'm so glad that didn't fall in there. That would have been a nightmare. I'm just squirting a whole bunch in. I'm not counting drops. And I don't know how much it takes. I tried watching my other video to see if I said it. I probably did, but I didn't feel like watching the entire video, so I skipped around a bit, didn't hear myself say it. I wish there was a way to write it on your molds that didn't come off. Every time I've written it on a mold, it comes off, so I stopped doing that. Well, what do you think? Should I go more? Yeah, I should go more. One more good squirt. I still got half a bottle, so I'm gonna go. I don't use this one very often. I don't use pink very often. But I thought somebody must have a female dog that they would love this jar for. And I wanted to do it in pretty colors and not brown and black, so we could see how it sparkles. All right, it's going in the vacuum chamber. Ready to pour. What do I do first? I think I'm going to do the lid first. I don't know if I have enough. I don't know how much this takes. I hate not knowing. These handmade molds, though, I don't measure. With the lid here, I just go up underneath this lip because I think I got a bubble the last time. They like to hide up underneath there, big bubbles. I think there's one right there. Maybe I need more resin. Just do it again. Whoops, now I can't see. I think I got it. All right, that looks good. Look how pink that looks in here. Oh my gosh, I hope I have enough. Please, please, please let me have enough. Oh my gosh, just enough. Which means I don't have any for the little paw print. Oh goodness. I guess it's gonna get filled on the next video. Maybe I'll just leave it. Maybe I'll use it for this. It doesn't need to be domed. I really want whoever gets it to have a little matching paw print ornament. Doesn't take very much. There we go. So that was 16 ounces. That was perfect. It would have been perfect in here too. However, I had other plans. All right, I'm gonna spray everything with 99% alcohol. Get that little piece of flake out. Want these bubbles. I think I'm gonna just let it cure naturally. I don't want the heat mat to mess it up for any reason. Maybe I'll run. There's bubbles that stick in those little diamondy. See all those bubbles coming out of there? There were a lot in there. I'm just rubbing across all those gems, and there's tons of bubbles in them. Hopefully they'll rise. And hopefully we don't see them if they don't. I don't know, my resin was pretty dark on the last one, so I didn't notice that. This is a good test for it. Look at all those bubbles that came up. Like I said, I'm just gonna let this cure natural. I don't want to like save those bubbles in there while it's curing for any reason. So I have to be patient today. All right, see you on demold. Everything's cured. It's the next day. I was a good girl and I let it cure naturally. Let's get this unmolded first and finish it off because I always have to top coat this. That is cute, and actually that looks more transparent than I thought. I wonder what it's going to look like in this piece. So for these, what I do is top coat them in UV resin, and I usually, of course, have to add my sparkle to it. So I have chosen lavender, which has pink and purple in it. And I'm just going to add some UV resin to this little tiny container to mix in my glitter, and then add it to the paw print. Just the paw print, just the purple portion. And then I will also top coat the pink portion because this mold is garbage. I just want a little hint of it got pink and a purple shimmer to it. Just a little bit more, not much. I don't want to not see the purple through the paw print. And then I'm just going to pour it on, coax it to the edges, and cure it. I usually put these paw prints on eBay because a lot of people like them, and I can't give paw prints away because I don't know if you guys who order from me have animals. So this is the way to get the paw print stuff from me. Cute. So I'll cure this, and then I will do just clear UV resin along the pink and get that coated too, so everything's nice and shiny and matchy. I wish this mold was better, but it came like scuffed up. I don't know. I'm sure they don't handle them very well where they come from. They just throw them in a bag. And I'll have a little bit extra to make a pendant out of it. I'm going to start curing this one, and then I'll grab another mold. That doesn't matter. Let me grab a lighter. pop any bubbles and stick it under the light. Well, those are curing. Let's get this unmolded. I see a couple tiny bubbles. We could fill those in with UV resin. I tried to avoid that. Oh, that came out so cute. Sometimes I wish I had a little girl dog. I would dress her up in clothes. It's probably a good thing I don't. So let me do that right now. I'm gonna grab my little light, my flashlight. I'm just gonna add a little bit of resin right where these bubbles are. That way it's not a sharp edge. And cure them. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. This does a pretty good job, so I can't wait to see it all together. A tiny little lip on here, which isn't too bad. It's really not that sharp. And I'll just get it kind of cured, and then I'll throw it under the big light because it's a little stronger than the flashlight is. So you just drip a little drip in your bubbles and cure it, and that takes care of that. There was a couple little ones. I had to do the bigger ones twice because it needed to have that curved edge on it. So that's just curing now. Here's the little paw print. Isn't that adorable? Nice and shiny. Perfect. Just need a ribbon in here hanging on a tree. Here is the pendant that with the leftovers. So I just did clear. You can't really see it, but the lavender has a purple and a pink tint to it. All right, well, that's curing. Let's get this out and hope we don't have bubbles to fix on this one. Oh, sorry guys, I can't really do it under the camera. There we go. Just fix that. It's transparent. Look at that. Oh, look at that. No bubbles. It is perfect. Look at the color, not the color, but the color too, but look at the sparkle. I love this mold. I want to make it so many times. I'm going to just trim up this edge, and then we'll put it all together as soon as that's out of the light underneath. Are you ready to see it? It's so cute. Here it is. It is a huge bowl. And I think what I'm going to do, whoever purchases this from me on eBay, I'm going to put this paw print and this matching pendant with it. So these are going to go inside here. So I don't forget. So whoever gets this paw print, you're going to get 3 for the price of 1. So check that out if you want it. Look at these beautiful. I don't see any bubbles on the bottom piece at all, and I didn't even have to spray any alcohol in there to achieve that. So it's just those ledges on every, it doesn't matter which mold it is. If it's a top jar, for some reason when you have a ledge like that, you're gonna get bubbles. You saw me trying to poke around and get them out, but it didn't happen. But there it is, guys. That's today's video. I hope you like it. All right, well, let me get you some finishing pictures, and I will see you guys tomorrow. You guys have a blessed day. Bye.